Tonight, I want to talk to wives and to the husbands why some husbands turn to porn instead of their wives.
We're bringing sexy back. We're bringing sexy back.
Let's get it started. Harder, won't you give it up?
Welcome to Wife Life with Dr. Gail. I am so glad that you are here, where we talk about intimacy, love, and amazing sex. So if you're a wife or a husband, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. But do me a huge favor. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you will know when I go live. And so tonight, I want to talk to you about something that is running rampant in our marriages. And I get the opportunity to help women and men get past this part. Why husbands turn to porn instead of their wives. Yes, tonight I want to talk to wives and to the husbands why some husbands turn to porn instead of their wives. Now, this is a hard subject, but it's something that we need to talk about. And let me just make sure that you understand that porn is not real. I want to start off by saying that it is not real. I had an opportunity a couple of years back to go and talk to a porn star, a prostitute, and a stripper because I really wanted to understand what was so appealing about those women that you men frequent them. And I learned so much, and it was the best masterclass I could have invested in ever. And so let me just tell you, porn is not real, men. But let's start with, why do you sometimes turn to porn instead of your wives? First of all, porn requires no emotional risk, right? Porn is easy. It doesn't ask questions. It doesn't have emotions. It doesn't reject you. And I understand, as wives, sometimes we're so busy, we got so much stuff on our plate that we leave nothing left at the end of the day, and we reject you. And you feel that. And so porn doesn't do that for you. But as a husband, a lot of times you have to initiate. You have to risk rejection. You have to be emotionally present. You have to be your wife's friend, her confidant, and all of those kind of things. Porn doesn't require any of that from you. And I'm just giving you reasons for you wives who are watching me, sometimes why your husband turns to porn instead of turning to you, okay? But let me just tell you, porn is not real and it's not better than your wife, okay? You just need to learn that your wife has emotional, physical, and spiritual needs just as well as you do. And you guys need to come together and figure out, how can we take some of this stuff off of your plate during the day so you can have enough to fill my plate at the end of the night, okay? Number two, porn is an escape from a real relationship stress. So many of our marriages are stressed, right? Sometimes porn isn't about the sex. It's really about an escape from reality, okay? When marriages are tense, consistent arguing, emotional distance, criticism, feeling unappreciated, all of these things happen, and a man will just feel like, I can escape from having to hear your mouth all day. I can escape from you talking about all the things that I've done wrong instead of the things that I do right on a consistent basis. So it can be an escape for a man who is really stuck and really trying to figure out how to make this relationship work and how to get regular sex out of my wife, okay? Number three, porn trains the brain to desire fantasy over real intimacy. And I want you men to hear me and hear me clearly. I work with 3 urologists in my area and 2 GYNs. And I work with the urologists for men who are suffering any kind of erectile dysfunction that it has to do with a medical situation. And then they send me them for performance anxieties and those kind of things, because sometimes when you do have a physical thing, sometimes in your brain you feel, oh, even though I'm well from that, I cannot perform. So you keep rehearsing not being able to get erect and those kind of things. So that's where I come in as a sexologist. But let me just tell you, it's a fantasy. It is not real intimacy. And when you continue to watch porn, men, it rewires the brain. Porn trains the men's brain to consistently look for novelty, variety, unrealistic bodies, and instant gratification in situations that are not real. Now, we as wives, should we ask you what your fantasies are? Yes, we should. And should we try to fulfill some of them? Yes, we should, as long as they're healthy. Because when you watch porn, you think that a woman should be able to do all these different tricks and moves and stuff like that, and that you're going to be able to pound on us for 45 minutes. It is unrealistic. You cannot stay erect that long, and she cannot sustain whatever that is. Should we try to bring fantasies to life? The answer is absolutely yes. But you guys must have a conversation outside of the bedroom to bring the fantasy alive in the bedroom, right? And both of you guys should be able to say, no, I'm not comfortable with that, but we can try X, Y, and Z, and it not become an argument, but it becomes something that is fun that you create together. So porn, it rewires your brain, and I cannot stress that enough, because men have unrealistic things and ways they want to do with their wives that is not real. And a lot of that stuff is just looped and looped and looped. And again, I actually talked to a porn star. So let me just speak to the wives now. Many wives take it very personal when their spouses engage in porn. And I can understand that, because it's very hurtful. It makes you feel that you're not attractive enough. It makes you feel that you're not good enough in bed. But many times it is not about you. It is about something else that is going on outside of the bedroom, where there's no communication, where there's no intimacy. And when I'm talking about intimacy, I'm talking about touching and kissing and holding hands, having meaningful conversations where you listen to understand and not always to respond, where you don't praise your husband and say, you know what, honey, thank you for going to work. Thank you for whatever. The little small things add up to big things. A lot of times we're quick to point out all the negative things, and we're slow to give them credit for what they do right. But let me just tell you, don't take on, if your husband is addicted to porn, that you're not good enough and you're not attractive enough. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with what's going on outside of the bedroom. So let me just say that to you. And again, if you guys are addicted to porn, or you're having problems with your marriage when it comes to porn, please reach out. I am here to help you. So let me just tell you, a marriage thrives when sexual needs are met, emotional needs are met, fantasies are met, and frustrations are talked about and not acted out. It's a difference when they're talked about and not acted out. So the real solution for why sometimes men prefer porn over their wives is because what is going on outside of the bedroom instead of what's going on inside of the bedroom. I hope and pray that this teaching helps somebody. But if you need me, please click my link pod below and schedule a free 15-minute call. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I am trying to help you with one situation and give you one tool that I know will help you get past whatever you're in. I love you guys to pieces. I am here every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you guys next week.